What is going on, guys? Hopefully everyone had a wonderful Halloween. Now today we're going to be talking about different team lineups that I've been using against Agent Coulson, and just the teams that I've found to be successful, teams that I've found to be not so successful, and hopefully you guys can hopefully you guys can learn from that. And aside from that too, here I'll just show you guys quickly here in my battle history, just with regards to how he has been doing on my defensive lineup. So he's been a great addition to a lot of our clan mates here, and obviously having him on the battle deck has definitely increased significantly on our defensive wins, which is really nice. So he has been definitely an overwhelming force in the defensive lineup. And now we're just going to quickly browse here through the battle history here, and you guys will see that I am using the typical build here with Agent Coulson. He'll be with Shield Medic, obviously, and here, I'll just scroll up here and I can show you guys better. You'll see that he's with Nick Fury as well, and then you've got the Shield Security, and I found Shield Assault to be the most effective one. So as you guys can see there in the first team, he was actually attacked by an X-Men team, which is great because they were trying to punch up quite a bit there, and as you guys can see, they were able to take out security, but again, they weren't able to take out Coulson or the medic, which in our case is actually the best case scenario because those two are still alive and they can basically heal each other back and forth. Nick Fury also serves a really great purpose with the extra heals as well here, and we're just going to scroll up to the next win. Again, Power Armor went in there, didn't succeed. Then they also, I guess, tried to attack McCree team, which surprisingly beat the Shield team, which I mean in this case they canceled out, which in this case is a defensive win. But yes, as you guys can see there, the Power Armor team did not succeed as well here, and I've also tried the PA teams against Agent Coulson, and it's brutal, honestly, so far. And you guys will see in the gameplay here later in this video that just they're such a great team on defense. It's absolutely insane. Like before the turn even starts, like they take out pretty much one or two players, and you're down pretty much one or two players depending on the team you use. So it's pretty phenomenal. We're gonna keep scrolling here. Another defensive win with one of my brawler teams, and again back to Agent Coulson here. Again, you guys can see there they try to go in with PA again, not a great win. And then you do see there they also get a victory there, and they were actually able to take out medic, or not take out medic, but do a significant damage to medic. So again, they were using looks like a weird little mixed lineup of Avengers there, and again, no success there. And you guys will see that I also went in with an Avengers team on Agent Coulson, and yeah, don't do Avengers. I thought maybe Black Widow, Captain America, that would really kind of soak up some of that damage, but no, it didn't do anything. Next one, they did throw in another rando team there, and actually they were successful in taking out Agent Coulson and Shield Medic. So again, those are the two characters you want to go for first because they kind of heal each other, and then Agent Coulson does his ult, and then on top of that, I mean, I think that what I would have done is I would go for medic and then go for probably Nick Fury or operative or whatever, depending on the situation. But you guys will see, like I said, later on down the stretch here. So just with this one, I mean, we've already gotten pretty much 4 wins out of it, which is really nice. And then they finally finished me off here with a Spider-Verse team taking out Nick Fury, and then obviously the Shield Security, or sorry, Shield Assault there. So again, Spider-Verse, they counter the Shield teams quite well. So yeah, good play by that guy there. But again, we were winning in this war, and that's pretty much it. But that's how he's been doing in my lineup. So hopefully you guys found that useful. Now we're going to switch gears here. So this team, I'm using an Avengers lineup mixed with Raccoon and Drax there, and I figured, oh, okay, yeah, Drax is going to soak up damage, Captain America is going to give some nice defense up, so that's the team I was going for. And then I kind of had Raccoon in there just because he was there because I wanted to make sure we had some sufficient damage. Just with Avengers, they always kind of lack damage, so that's why I kind of had it here. But now you guys will see this at 1x speed and just see the amount of damage they do. So Coulson right away here, he gets his first turn, he does his ult, boom. They attack Raccoon bypassing taunt, and now they're going for obviously Drax because he's got the taunt there. Nick Fury brings out the minions, speed ups. Now guys, just remember here, we have not even taken a single turn yet. So this is happening all pretty much right before we even take our first turn. So now we've got to Hawkeye, and we're down 2 players. We're down 2 characters, and now it's pretty much 3 versus 5. So right off the get-go here, guys, this is ridiculous. So don't use Avengers. I thought maybe because Black Widow's fast, maybe that speed up would kind of bring them up to, to an even playing level. No, 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 that does not work. And now on top of that, I brought in Hawkeye. Second team, I used Min-Guardians with Ultron, and obviously, you know, I'm thinking, okay, this one should be, this one I'm not underestimating this time. The other one I was punching down 20-some thousand. This time I'm actually punching up, and again, this is first turn, and you guys will see this in live speed here. So again, shield goes first, so they get all these buffs. Boom, Agent Coulson does his ult, attacking Ultron since Ultron has the highest amount of damage. And then or I think, yeah, that's, yeah, so anyways, yeah, so Groot gets killed right off the bat here, and as you guys see, he did revive, which is great for us. But obviously in that chance that he didn't get revived, we did have Minerva there just in case. So now keep this in mind, guys, this is still turn 1, so I haven't even done anything yet. So finally I get to my turn, and like you can see, Groot's pretty much dead because he revived himself. Minerva's almost dead. Luckily for us, we do have heals. And now the disadvantage of not having Raccoon in this team is, well, unfortunately, we need to do some AoE damage. So obviously, it sucks that we really only have single target damage. And even in this case, I was kind of wondering, you know, who to go for, because you've got the shield medics, you got the shield operatives, and I'm thinking, holy crap, there's gonna be a ton of heals here. And I mean, we're already down a minute here. It's already 3 minutes and 50 seconds left now. So I mean, we've already lost a ton of time just trying to, you know, figure out what's going on here. So obviously, you know, the most important thing here is going for shield medic. So problem is getting through and getting to the shield medic. So the problem there is, the problem there is you've got shield security in your way. You've got Nick Fury providing heals, and as you guys can see there, it just gets worse because they just keep getting beefier. They get getting more buffs, and I mean, obviously in this situation we've got Ultron, so we don't have to worry too much. Ultron just snowballs once you get enough minions on the map here, and he can get some speeds up and fills his turn meter. Then he gets really going here, right? So obviously that's not an issue here. So the problem here in this one is we have to get to shield medic, and just in this particular battle, you guys will see that I'm trying to get to the medic, and then they just keep getting more defense up. So in this particular situation too as well here, we're running out of time, so that's the problem here. I mean, could we win this? Most likely, yes, we could definitely win this. This is definitely doable. And again, you guys will see that that I didn't make the right corrections in terms of picking with the right targets. I mean, I'm all over the map here. This is one of my earlier fights, and I had no idea what I was doing. So I mean, I'm up against these guys. I'm frazzled. Just look at the amount of buffs on these guys. I'm taunting here, and I mean, obviously, you know, trying my best here to do as much damage as I can to get through shield security, so that way I can make it to the medic. But again, he's just so beefy. So I mean, just make sure you guys level up your shield security, because what I've noticed is having a really beefy shield security, and you guys saw earlier too that in my defensive lineup, shield security was actually the first one to go, because that's how annoying he was. They were basically, they had to target him because he just kept throwing his taunt. So I mean, and then on top of that, you got the heals from medic, you got the heals from Nick Fury. Yeah, it was just crazy. And then in this particular one, we don't have a shield operative that wasn't on their lineup. I mean, Nick Fury did summon one, but again, she also adds to the heals as well here. And as you guys can see, I just got sick of it, and I was just basically aiming for shield security, as you guys see there. Obviously, in this particular situation, I did not even have anything close to the amount of damage. So you guys will see here that, you know, I'm trying my best here, summoning more minions, trying to see if I can get through to this guy. Like it's just crazy the amount of heals he's getting, and shield medic also provides the extra, you know, if they're below 50%, she also has a chance to provide heals as well. But as you guys can see here, my Ultron isn't exactly weak, so he's not even doing damage to this guy. Like, it's crazy. And then, you know, we also have Minerva there providing heals. So I mean, could I have won this if we had more time? I'd like to think so, and you guys will see me trying this again on the different lineup here. But as you guys will see, the shield security is actually, you know, people were worried, oh, make sure you level up Agent Coulson, make sure you level up Nick Fury, make sure you level up medic. But in this one, guys, focus on shield security, because yeah, he is the MVP, and this is the reason why I had to cancel out on this battle. So that's it for that one, guys. We're going to move on to the next. So we got another one here. Refilling my energy here. Agent Coulson team again. Your typical, Agent Coulson, Medic, Shield Security, McFury. And this time, now we're going to talk about the teams that I've been using that are actually been successful. So this shouldn't be a surprise. X-Men. I've literally had to switch these guys from my defensive lineup onto my offense because these guys are the only team thus far that I've seen that can basically take down these teams without having too much issues. So again, we're going to have 3x speed nets now because we've seen how the turn goes. And right off the bat here, I mean, thank goodness we got Colossus, we got Psylocke there. Their passes provide a ton of resilience for this team. And again, if they take out Phoenix, great, because then Dark Phoenix comes out, so that's fine. But as you guys can see here, I mean, pretty much in turn 1, they've done a ton of damage. That's fine. We've got Phoenix there now. We're going to attack with Storm. And again, guys, the important thing here to note is we need to make sure we can go for Shield Medic. We want to take her out first. So again, this is where it's very handy because with Phoenix, she can actually rip the taunts off of the Shield Security, which has been the biggest problem. As you guys saw in the previous fight there, Shield Security was the reason why we couldn't get through. So again, we want to make sure we can get through to Shield Medic. So again, you guys just saw there all the heals there. It's just a ton of heals there. We're building up the charges on Storm. And again, guys, I'm just waiting for basically Phoenix's ult, because that's pretty much the only way we're going to need to rip off all these buffs. That's how annoying these buffs are. Like, this just the amount of resilience on this defensive team is just amazing. So we're gonna taunt here with Colossus and Shield Security again. He's pretty much back up to full health already. So again, we're going for Shield Medic. We're gonna activate the ult there, and again we're doing a ton of damage here with the ult, which is nice. And again, Shield Medic's passive just kicks in, which allows her to basically heal with the double regeneration, which is really, really annoying here. Again, guys, we're lucky there. They didn't Shield Security didn't have his taunt, so that's great. So we can focus on Shield Medic. And you guys will also see now, this is annoying because they got a shield operative as well here, and she is actually providing a ton of heals as well there when she does her thing. So again, this team just overall, I mean, it's, my goodness, it's just a ton of resilience. We got pretty much 3 minutes now on the clock here, and again, I basically just said screw it, we need to go for Shield Security because this is getting so annoying. So now we're gonna finally go for Medic after we take out Shield Security, because he just keeps bringing on those stupid taunts here from the heals. So as you guys see there, now we can take out pretty much Shield Medic here, and now we can focus on the operative. So this will kind of debate and depend on you guys, but I am actually peed off about the whole shield operative thing, so that's why I was going for her. But again, that's fine. We had the ult there from Storm, and that's when we finally take out those annoying guys. And then finally, guys, I'm just gonna heal here for shits and giggles to kill them off like that. But X-Men is the way to go here, and wow, it was painfully brutal even with X-Men team, and we were punching down as well here, guys. Again, same one. We've got another X-Men team here, and now we've kind of just, it definitely takes a lot of practice. So that's why I'm showing another one to you guys here. It's gonna take a bit of time to kind of get used to this sort of team. Even with X-Men, and you guys have seen in my defensive lineup, they can lose, so you want to definitely make sure you're going for the right targets. See, right off the bat here, Phoenix is pretty much down to a quarter health already, just not even doing a turn yet. So I mean, it's just crazy the amounts of damage these guys can do. So that's fine. We got Dark Phoenix, and now we can ult. It almost kind of works that she dies fast, because you almost want her to go into Dark Phoenix ASAP, because that's the amount of firepower these guys have. Again, they're doing a Shield Assault lineup, which I find this has got to be the meta, I believe, right now. This one has got to be the most popular just because of the crits. The crits seem to do a ton of damage, and on top of that, with the crits, they also take away our turn meter. So I mean, this is definitely one of the, I think, the more popular builds right now. So we're gonna ult here, take away the buffs, and again, the annoying Shield Security. So from now that we've learned our lesson, we're pretty much gonna, well, try our best to go for him, and if we can take that taunt down, we can basically go for Shield Medic. So there, we took the taunt down, and again, it's back up again. And you just got to be really patient with this one. So we got Storm. We're going to alt here. Or sorry, we're going to use our secondary stun, not alt. And Agent Coulson's getting pretty low, which is fine. And now we've got a clear open target on Shield Medic now. So we're gonna definitely go for Shield Medic. So that's great. And Agent Coulson's doing his thing. Pow. So we got that figured out there. And now we've got pretty much 2 down. And as you guys can see there, if you can get through the taunts and get to Shield Medic, it's actually a pretty straightforward team. So again, compared to the first fight where we were basically plowing ourselves through Shield Medic, through Shield Security by force, it's just a ton of waste of time because he is just so tanky. And it's like, you know, you don't want to be hitting the tank, right? That's the reason why they're a tank. And now we finally got the Shield Assault there. So there you guys have it there. Now, I mean, is X-Men the only team that's been successful? No, definitely not. I mean, obviously, if you guys don't have the X-Men team, there are other alternatives. We've got another lineup here, and this one I'm lucky because they are actually unboosted. And in this particular situation, I actually use my Brotherhood team. So I'm going to quickly grab those guys there. And I mean, most people can also sub out some of these characters and bring in, like, for example, Mordu for extra heal block, or they can bring in Scarlet Witch as well to kind of extend the negatives. So again, it's up to you guys, depending on what kind of lineup or what kind of teams that you got available to you. But we're gonna go in here again, like I said, with the Brotherhood setup, and then luckily for us as well here, our Brotherhood's pretty strong. It's pretty similar in terms of power level there. They're at 240. I believe we're at 260, 70. Sorry. And we're gonna go in here, like I said, they're unboosted, which obviously is beneficial for us in this particular situation. And Brotherhood as well. I mean, you definitely want to punch down. I will definitely not punch up with these guys. You definitely want to have a stronger Brotherhood team. I've tried punching up, and it was very close. It was very, very close, I'll say that. But again, on top of that, I wouldn't go in as well if these guys are boosted. Brotherhood might have more issues if these guys are boosted as well. And obviously, that's going to depend on, you know, the other bonuses you've got going in your alliance as well. I mean, if you got like deflect and all that good stuff, then obviously that makes a difference. But then if you're up against like reactor rooms or you know, like hangars, that sort of thing, it's going to obviously be a different situation. So in this case, I actually slowed down Nick Fury first because I don't want him giving buffs to himself, and then if he limits the amount of buffs to himself, he limits the buffs to everybody else. And then again, guys, same particular situation, we want to go for the medic, so we're going to use Mystique's ult on Shield Medic there. And then again, we get the speed ups, which is really nice. We're going to save Pyro's secondary attack there, just so we can rip some buffs off there. And again, that's great. We got the taunt, so that's great. We can use Sabretooth second. And again, guys, save the blind. Boom. So that's where the blind makes the best impact, because you want to make sure, even turn one, I mean, you got shield operatives there. They usually just heal anyway, so it's good to save that stun later on down the road here. And luckily for us, actually, Coulson's right behind shield security. So in this particular situation, if we were using Magneto, Pyro, that sort of thing, he's perfectly in line with it, which, I mean, obviously that made the difference there. And again, in this particular fight, this one was quite easy because of the fact that Coulson was perfectly aligned as well here with our attacks. So that's going to obviously change depending on who you're up against as well here. So again, very easy when we don't have to deal with a medic. This one was, you know, wasn't your typical Agent Coulson setup that we usually see with the medic and the shield assault and Nick Fury, and then you know, the other key pieces. But again, we can take them down. They were unboosted. They didn't, you know, medic and Agent Coulson were pretty much in line with us, and they got basically wiped. And on top of that, we were also punching down as well here. So just factors to consider, guys. But again, Brotherhood is definitely a viable choice. Is that the only one that I've got left? Nope. I've got one more here. We're going to go back to the Untitled-Guardians. This is just to redeem myself. That first one I showed you guys was awfully brutal because I was disorganized. I had no idea who to target, and I was just like wondering what is going on. So again, guys, try to going for the medic. So again, in this particular situation, they're going to hit first. They went for Groot. That's fine. If they take out Groot, we can just revive him. So again, yep, in this particular situation, they actually took out 2 of our players before we even started. So again, guys, this is where it just gets absolutely crazy. So in this particular situation, we're already down 2 characters before we even get our turn 1. So we're going to activate our taunt there, try to protect ourselves a bit here. And like I said, once Ultron can get going here with his ult, then he can really kind of snowball and have that effect. So again, we're going to go for shield security, because now we know that, you know, well, I mean, in this situation, he was already taunted, so that wasn't really much we can do about that. But again, we want to get through his bypass, we want to get through his defense, and we want to go for shield medic. So again, we're going to ult. Luckily for us, we did have that opening there when he didn't have his taunt up. So just playing patiently here. So again, taunts down. And just, I know this looks like a losing battle, but we just got to stay vigilant. And again, Ultron snowballing again here. And this time we've got a ton of time. So we've got an ult ready now. And now we're going to go for Agent Coulson. Take him out. And now we're down to 3 again here. So even though we were down 2 players, just being very patient and very strategic. So the shield security is annoying, yes. But just kind of hoping that once his taunt's down, if you save Ultron's ult, you can basically plow through and attack and get through shield medic first, then Coulson. And then in this situation, I mean, you can go for Assault or you can go for Nick Fury. I went for Nick Fury because I don't want him bringing back operatives and more shield securities, so that's why. And again, do we need to use his minions? No, we're pretty much capped out here. So now we just have to deal with shield security. As you guys see there, boom. And, oh, okay, I thought Ultron was going to kill him. Nope, guess not. Okay, so he's being really resilient there. Pow. So, as you guys saw, that's pretty much it. That's the gameplay thus far, and hopefully you guys found this useful. I mean, teams, like I said already, that I've been using, that have been successful, is the Brotherhood. We've got the Minerva Guardians as well here, even though in that particular situation we were outnumbered. And then lastly is the X-Men team. Hopefully you guys found these gameplay videos useful, and hopefully you guys found some tips and tricks for that. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and happy gaming.